When I first started my art business in 2016, one of my main revenue streams that year was the commission, which is just a fancy word for custom art. The art commission. That's every artist's dream, right? To have a client that is so enamored with your skill and art that they pay little old me real green money in order to make a custom piece of beautiful art. Wrong! Doing commission was actually not my dream job, and I'll tell you why right after the intro. Hi, creative friends. My name is Kathy from Easy Sunday Club, and we help artists and designers turn their creative daydream into reality. We make business strategy, how to, and occasionally watercolor tutorials for your consumption. So, today we're going to talk about why I stopped doing commissions. This doesn't mean that I'm telling you not to do commissions. If you love it, great. A custom piece of art is probably one of the most special things that you can give to someone else or to yourself. So I know it can be really rewarding. I'm just sharing my own subjective experience and the pros and cons I weighed before I decided to stop offering the service. Maybe it will be thought-provoking for you as you evaluate what works or doesn't work for you. Just a little background on my commission journey. I quit my corporate job and started my art business in 2016. That year, commissions accounted for 80% of my income from my art business, and the commissions ranged in price from $50 for a little piece to $900 for a 20 by 30 inch artwork. In 2017, my commission business had grown and I was pretty slammed during the holidays because my customers were looking for personalized gifts for their loved ones. On top of that, I was still doing freelance work and for some reason the workload doubled that month. By the end of the season, I was burnt out and exhausted, and in 2018, I stopped offering commissions altogether. Why so dramatic, you ask? Well, let me tell you 5 reasons. First, commissions trigger my perfectionism and self-imposed pressure. This inner voice of mine can be quite the tiger mom. I had this pressure because when I work one-on-one with a client, I felt this obligation to exceed their expectations. They were giving me their hard-earned money to make an emotional gift, and I felt like I could not let them down. I also personally wanted to feel proud of the work that I was delivering. What ended up happening is that I would do several sketches or paint the same thing 2 to 3 times to try to get it just right. This type of people-pleasing and perfectionism was only triggered with commission work, not with work that I wanted to do or when I was building my own collections of art. Second reason, client management. Doing commissions is not a hands-off process. It's very much hands-on. And every client is different. It takes a lot of time to take a client on the commission journey. You have to send them quotes, email back and forth about a vision, sometimes get on a call to do it, make sketches, give status updates, sometimes do revisions, multiple revisions, get the final approval, deliver the commission, gather feedback, and start all over again. Oh yeah, and you have to make sure that you get paid too. The client also does not necessarily have the creative vocabulary to express what they want. So you have to elicit that. And even when working off of photos, you'll sometimes get these random photos with not the best composition or lighting or resolution, and have to pick up those clues to try to create a well-composed painting. The third reason is commissions are hard to scale. What we mean by this is that I only get paid if I produce that one piece of art. On the other hand, if I paint something to sell as other products for my business, like a giraffe, of course I won't get paid up front for it, but I can make it into a greeting card, an art print, a tote bag, a how-to video, a baby blanket, or license it. Related to the scaling issue and the client management issue, it's also not easy to price commission work. Artists do it in different ways. By square inch, by total dimension, by subject, or the time and materials. You also have to include your lifetime of painting skills and admin and client management time. And then you get into the pricing conundrum. In my experience, if you price too low to make your commissions more accessible, you'll get more demand and volume, but the clients are often higher maintenance. If you price it too high, then you alienate a subsection of your audience. But it was interesting to see that some of these clients were more hands-off and delegated the creative vision to me more. I know it's counterintuitive, but it's interesting how these things work out sometimes. The fourth reason I stopped doing commissions is It took time away from creating my own products and brand. While I was deeply invested in making this amazing commission for someone else, it took me away from growing and running my own creative business because it took up mental and emotional bandwidth. I could not do things like market or make more products for my business or brainstorm new ideas. The fifth and final reason I stopped doing commission is that I didn't want to spend majority of my time following someone else's vision. If you're a true collaborator and love bringing someone else's vision to reality, great. If you want creative freedom, then not so great. It can definitely be rewarding to help someone who is not creatively inclined to bring their idea to life by making a beautiful painting and custom art for them and their loved ones. So I don't want to dismiss commissions as a way to work at all. Keep in mind though, I think every creative has a limit of how much creative control they're willing to give up. For me, it was painting a golden retriever or random dog for the 10th or 20th time when I was like, hey, this does not stimulate my intellectual curiosity or spark joy in me anymore. There just wasn't enough diversity in subject matter because unfortunately, people don't have pet rhinos or giraffes they want me to paint. A few of my favorite commissions were when the client asked me to create an animal painting inspired by their spirit animals or something that was special to their family. So I got to flex my design muscles and painting skills, but those were more of an exception than the rule. So those are the 5 reasons why I stopped doing commissions in 2018. Since then, I probably have done 1 or 2 commissions per year, and it was usually for a really compelling reason that aligned with my personal values, like when a friend or a longtime customer lost their beloved pet and they wanted me to paint something to remember them. My parting advice to you regarding commissions is that if you feel any resentment while managing a commission project, you probably need to increase your rate by 50% or consider not doing it anymore. Yes, it's scary to ask for more money, and yes, you might lose more clients, but the tiger mom in me wants to tell you to be fair to yourself and your time and your worth, and you need to work towards making this a sustainable stream of income if you want to keep going. Otherwise, you're selling yourself short and you're not helping anyone if you have this resentment. I know this is harsh, but it's something I wish someone told me in 2016. The 2016 me is not around anymore, so now I'm taking out this emotional baggage on you. Also, let's zoom out to the big picture. A rising tide lifts all boats. If we all price our commission work fairly and reasonably, then we can all rise together and not get lowballed by customers who are looking for a more affordable custom art. So that's it for now. What do you think of doing commissions as an artist? Are you all in? Are you thinking about quitting? Or are you kind of somewhere in between? Comment below to let me know. Like this video, subscribe to our channel to support, and remember, you don't have to have everything figured out, you just have to take the next step. See you next time.